Are we recording? Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel, girl. My name is Chanina. If you are new here, welcome and thank you for stopping by. If you're not new here, hey girl. So listen, y'all, we're gonna do a opportunities video right now. I'm gonna go through all of the opportunities that are on the Arise platform. I have not done this type of video in a while. And I feel like it's a good time to do so because we're going into our summer months, and I don't know if I've shared this with you guys before on like my vlogs or whatever, but they've made some of the classes a lot shorter so you get to the revenue a little faster, and they've lowered the cost of a lot of classes too, so it's more feasible. You know, it's not ridiculous. It used to be, well, average between $19 and $250, but listen y'all, for ever since this COVID thing started, or dang, why am I saying it like that? I don't mean to say it like that, but ever since everything's been going on, I've noticed that the cost of certification classes are lower. So in my personal opinion, we're going into April. It'll be April 1st, literally the day after tomorrow. Today's the 30th. And now you can kind of get into this thing and get like a head start, you know, build up some holiday money and all that stuff, you know, get your income flow coming. So that's one of the reasons why I want to go ahead and do this video. I said I was going to stop doing these types of videos, but it's not fair to you guys because a lot of you guys do come to my channel for this type of stuff, and we've had some new subscribers since the last time I've done a video. So without further ado, we're going to get into this. So if you're new here, what we normally do is we jump on the Arise Virtual Solutions platform and go over all the client opportunities that are available. So if you're not familiar with Arise Virtual Solutions, they are a platform that you can go on to choose a client that you want to provide either customer service, sales, or tech support. Sometimes it's a combination of both. And you go through a certification course that you do have to pay for. And once you're certified, then you start making revenue. So the benefits to all of this is basically the flexibility of the whole thing, because you are able to like choose your own hours and things like that, and you can choose what client you want to provide services to. Another thing that some people might see as a downfall is the certification cost course, but honestly, you guys, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, it's a 1099 contracting position, so you are responsible for your own taxes at the end of the year. But when you think about paying for certification courses, I mean, really, how many things do we actually spend money on that only brings us temporary satisfaction, you know? You know, when I look at some of the certification course costs and I get questions about, you know, well, why do I have to pay for this? Why do I have to pay for that? And I mean, because you're an independent contractor. So an independent contractor works a little bit differently from an employee. So if you do come to this platform, you will not be hired as an employee. You'll be an independent contractor, which means you are responsible for a lot of the financial side of it, right? So what I normally talk about is the different opportunities that are available. Now, I do not say the exact name due to a non-disclosure agreement that we have to sign when you register to the portal. However, I do give you guys an idea of what type of company it is, even if you can't really guess the actual company. I'll also go into how much it costs for the certification courses, which, by the way, they have been lowered. And I'll also tell you when the actual course starts. And I'll tell you when you'll start to make revenue. Okay, so we're gonna jump into this. We're not gonna go over like equipment and all of that. If you guys are new to the channel, I have a whole work from home playlist where I've been talking about Arise for like 4 years now. So I've got dozens and dozens of videos, you guys. If you guys want to go and kind of binge watch those videos to kind of get an idea on how this whole thing works and equipment and all of that stuff, feel free. I'll try to remember to put a iCard at the top. All right, so the first client opportunity that is on the Arise Virtual Solutions platform is our famous telecommunications client. If you've watched my channel long enough, you've heard me mention this client in pretty much every video that I've done like this. They are a popular client. They're always on the portal. But they're looking into different departments. So the first department that they are looking for agents for is their sales and billing department. Let's see, this class starts April the 12th, but the deadline to register to this course is tomorrow. So let's move on, because honestly, by the time you go through the application, if you're onboarding with me, I'm not going to say how other call centers do it because I don't know. But with me personally, it is going to take like 2 or 3 days. So by the time you go through that whole thing and get your documents reviewed by Rise or whatever, you might miss out on a chance to actually get into that class. So we'll move on to the next one, okay? So the next one is our non-emergency medical transportation client. Customer service by phone is what they're looking for. The course is $10. And if you are interested in this and can register and apply with all that stuff today, then you could possibly make it for this class as well. It's only open for the next 2 days. So let's move on. Because I don't even know why. Girl, let's move on. So the next one is our telecommunications client, but they're looking for sales and tech troubleshooting. Okay. So you'll be doing a little bit of both customer service and tech support. And the cost of the certification class is $9.99. The deadline to get into this class is April the 8th. The class starts April 19th, but you start making revenue, girl, May 4th, okay? That's one of the classes that used to be a little bit longer. All right, so our next one is our home retail client, or some of our agents like to call it the orange client. But home retail client, so this is the non-max. So I'll tell you what the difference is between max and non-max here in just a minute, because they're both available. So both classes start April 9th. The class course cost, the course cost is $9.99, okay? You start class on April 26th, but you start making revenue May 7th. Short class, okay? Now, there's a difference between both the home improvement max and the home improvement non-max. So the home improvement max is where you are going to be required to work at least 60 hours a pay period, okay? So there's 2 pay periods a month. So each pay period, that's what the requirement will be on your SOW, which is a statement of work. So you'll have to work a minimum of 60 hours per pay period, okay? Now, what happens is if you fall below the 60-hour minimum requirement, you get booted out of max and you get put into the regular home improvement. At the same time, you won't be able to certify for the max side of that client, okay? So with that, you have to definitely make sure. Now that's a perfect opportunity for people that's looking for full-time, because the minimum that you have to work is 60 hours per pay period. The minimum that you have to work for the regular one, I think, is 20 hours per pay period, I believe. But yeah, so for those that's been asking me, can you make this full-time? Yes, you can, okay? You can make it full-time. You just have to make it work for you. So that's the differences between the max and the non-max. So the max is you have to work a minimum of 60 hours per pay period. There's 2 pay periods in a month, okay? So our next client on the portal today is, and I'm saying today because when this video loads up and you guys go back to look at the portal, those who are already have access to this stuff, if you go on there and look and something's gone that I've mentioned, it's because the class filled up. But keep checking back though, because as you can see, like with our telecommunications clients, there's always classes. So it might come back, but just with a different class start date. So our pharmacy drugstore client in the photo department, they're looking for customer service by phone. So the course cost is $20. Now the deadline for this is April 1st. So only 2 days left. You know what? Let me skip over a couple of these. Let's go to the next one, because like I said, by the time you register and go through all that stuff, you'll have been missed the getting that class. Now this one is a free tax class, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the one where they give you the webcam and the little background. So let me check. Let's see, is this the one? Or maybe not. Okay, so this is a different one. So this is a different tax client. And this one is a free class, so you'll do customer service tech. And so the deadline to get into this class is April 4th. So if you're interested in working the platform but funds are limited, this is your opportunity to, oh, they send you the web around and the camera. Okay, so yeah, so you get a free web around, which is your background, and then you get a webcam to service on, at no additional cost to you. So for people that email me saying that they don't have any funds for certification costs and they want me to sponsor them financially, that type of stuff, whenever I see a free class, I try to get them to go ahead and get into that, because here's how I'm thinking of it. Okay, I'm thinking like this. I'm like, okay, well, if you don't have any money, cool, but you can still get on here and start this class, work it, because it's a limited opportunity anyway. So work the class, start building your funds, and then when there's something else on the portal that you want to do, jump into that one. You get what I'm saying? At least you'll still be moving and shaking, and you'll have revenue coming in until you actually can do a client that you want to do. So that's how I be thinking of it. So whenever I see, if somebody hit me up and they're like, I want to start, but I don't have the money, cool, don't even worry about it, because right now there is a free class. Okay, so this one again is one of our tax clients. We have a few. This is one of them. And so I'm trying to go back to it because I done clicked off everything. Okay, so this one is where was it? Okay, so this class starts on April 12th, but the deadline to get into this class is April 4th. Okay, and you start earning revenue May 1st. All right, so our next client is a cruise client. And so the cost for this one is sales. So the course cost is $8.99. The deadline to get into the class is April 6th. The course actually starts, so your first day of class is going to be April the 12th, and then you start making revenue May the 24th. All right, so the next one is our timeshare client. This class starts April 19th. The course is $5. And it starts on April 19th, and the deadline to get into the class is April 3rd. You'll start earning revenue May 17th. Our next client is another tax client. So this one, the cost to get into the class is $20. The deadline to get into the class is April 4th. The first day of class is April 12th, and then you start earning revenue May 13th. All right, so our non-emergency transportation client also has another department for bilingual. So if you speak Spanish and English, I believe that's what this one is for. Let me double check. Spanish and English. Yes, so Spanish and English, inbound customer service. And so let me go back. So the class starts, well, the cost of the class is $14.99. The class deadline is April 9th, and the first day of class is April 21st, and you start earning revenue May 10th. Okay, so the next client is our drugstore client again, but it's for vaccine support bilingual. So the deadline to get into this class is, okay, never mind. Let's skip over that because it's tomorrow. So the next one is another tax client. And so this one, it costs $9.99 to get into the course. And the deadline to register for the course, or enroll in the course rather, is April 9th. You'll start class April 19th, and then you'll start earning revenue May 5th. All right, so our non-transportation client is on here again, and it looks like it might be for a different class start date. So yeah, April the 27th will be your first day of class. It'll cost $9.99 to enroll. The last day you have to enroll in this class is April 18th, and then you start earning revenue May 11th. And they're on here again. We're not going to do that one because the class starts in a couple days. So The next one is our financials client. The course cost for this one is $60. So this actually might be the highest one on here. The deadline to get into this course is April 16th. You'll start class May 3rd, and then you'll start earning revenue May 20th. We have another cruise client on here, but it's a different cruise company, and they're looking for customer service by phone. And so the cost of the course is $29. The deadline to enroll is May 4th. The first day of class is April 19th, and then you start earning revenue June 9th. Okay. So our roadside assistance is on here as well. They're always on here, and they're a good client too if you want to try to do full-time as well. They always have hours available. So with roadside, with this course, it starts on the 26th of April. The last day to enroll into this course is April 21st. It's $49 to enroll, and it doesn't say exactly when you start earning revenue, but that's information that you'll learn through your IBO once more details come out about it. So the next one is our financials client. So the first department, the financials client, we were looking at the claims department. So that was the one for $60. And then they have another department, which is the customer service. So that one is $20, and the deadline to enroll is April 16th. The course starts on May the 3rd, and then you start earning revenue on May 14th. Another cruise client is on the portal. This is a different company from the first two. So there's 3 different companies on this platform. So if you're into cruising, like booking people's cruises and assisting people with their cruises, you got 3 different companies you could choose from. This one is $29 to get into the enrollment class. It is, let's see, the last day to enroll is April 16th, and the course starts on April 26th, and you will start making revenue on May 24th. All right, so one of the cruise clients that we mentioned is also looking for agents in their customer service department. So it's the same client as the one that was looking for sales, the very first one that we mentioned. And so the certification cost is $19. The deadline to enroll in the class is May the 3rd. The course starts May the 10th, and then you start making revenue on June 9th. Okay, so our financials client is on here again, but a different department. So we went through the claims, customer service, and so now they're looking for agents in their fraud alert department. Okay, so this one is customer service. So the cost is $39. The deadline to enroll in the class is April 16th. The class starts May the 3rd, and then you start earning revenue May the 20th. Okay. So these are the ones that are currently available as of right now, March 30th. It is literally 1:05 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. So again, I say that because a lot of these classes do fill up pretty fast, but they always come back with new classes. So if you already have access to the portal, then keep checking, you guys. If you haven't seen a client that you like, or nothing was appealing to you, keep checking. You might come across something that will appeal to you later. Another thing that I want to encourage you to, again, you guys, is like I said in the early part of the video, now instead of waiting until it gets closer to the holidays to start building up money for the holidays and all that, we all know how it is around the holidays. It could get really expensive because you've got food, presents, some people travel. I mean, it's a whole lot going on around that time. And it's also, a time where there's a lot of people that are experiencing hardship. So I feel like we've experienced hardship with the COVID long enough. So that's why I'm like kind of pushing this a little bit more, because it is something that you can do. Believe it or not, you'd be surprised the people that actually do this. I have people that hit me up that are full-time nurses at a hospital, people that are teachers, people who just had a baby and they're not able to go back to work, so they're trying to do something to bring in some income until they find a job that offers benefits. I have people that inquire to come on just because they want to start building their savings, and so they need like a side hustle that they can do part-time. One lady, she is a college student, so she does this part-time to put money to the side and stuff like that. And you'd be surprised the different walks of life, or the different people that I talk to that all have different walks of life that see this as an opportunity to just build an income. Because at the end of the day, that's all I encourage on this channel, is to have multiple streams of income. And so even if it means it's something that you're doing temporarily until you find something that you really want, then I would encourage that. I would suggest that you do that. So if you are currently looking for an independent business owner, that is one of the ways that you can get access to the platform. The other two ways is to either become your own independent business owner, which is you forming your own business and doing basically what I'm doing now, is connecting people to this platform. You can either register as a sole proprietor, or you can register with a call center who's already within the network. So I am a company who is already within the network. So if you're just interested and you want to just kind of look over some more general information, I encourage you guys to check out my website. There's a lot of information on there. And then of course my email is in the description. If you have any questions, you can always contact me. And if you're ready to go ahead and try this out and get started, go ahead and apply. Just go to clstaffingsolutions.com, send in your resume, and we'll go ahead and get you started in the onboarding process. So I hope this information was helpful to you guys. I'm sorry that it was long and I was kind of like moving, all over the place a little bit. But you guys, I wanted to go ahead and get this information out to you guys, because I'm still getting like emails and going on Facebook and people saying that they're in between jobs and they don't really know what to do, and just trying to figure it out. So I am here to give any information that I have that I think will benefit anybody, no matter how small or big the information is. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, visit my website, and I will see you guys on another video. Bye.